Hello friends, in today's session we will try to connect to MongoDB using Spark. Okay, so we have a cloud based MongoDB API. So this is a free uh, tool where you can just create your cluster, and then we will try to connect to this cluster. Okay, so I've just selected the free shared type, and then I'm selecting AWS. I'll keep all this as a default, and I'll say create. So now my cluster has got created. I can see few monitorings. So my cluster here is running now. Okay, so now we need to load some data. Okay, so this is what we are going to perform. Okay, so we have created this MongoDB database, and like we'll try to connect through the Spark, and then I've shown this how to create the cluster, which is shared type, and this is the free version. Okay, so now we need to uh, load some data into the database and also create some security user to connect. So we'll do this two stuff. Okay, so here under security database access, we can create database user like this. Add create database user, give some username and password. So I'm not doing it now as I've already created, and you can say just add user. So this will create a user like this. So now in order to load the data, we will like click on browse data. So here the data is getting loaded, so it will take some couple of time. So the data seems to be loaded successfully, so we can just go to browse. Loaded, so we have here 8 databases and 21 collections. Okay, so we can now try to connect through the code, or we just to verify we can also connect through Mongo Compass or Mongo CLI. So those are other options to connect. So now when we go back to the database, it shows various modes of connectivity. Okay, so you click on this connect, and you see these three various types to connect to a Mongo database. So I am also installing Compass to check the data base and the data through Compass, and through when we are doing it through the code, we need to use this URL to connect, and the user that we had created in this data access, we need to remember the password, and we need to pass this URL. Okay, so we'll jump on to code quick. So I have created a object where I have set the variables path. Now master, we keep it as local. Then we define one config way to avoid memory error. to give format for MongoDB when we are reading. So the format is this format, which is a default format. And then we give basically here we need to pass two more config. Okay. So the one is the input URI and one is the output URI. So the input URI is used when we are reading the MongoDB, and the output URI is used when we want to write it to MongoDB. Okay, so the URI is this MongoDB input URI config, and URL will fetch it from connect your application, copy this URI, just paste it here. So this is the database name, this is the password which we need to change. I have given the same MongoDB, and this will be my database, so I can change it to sample training, which is one more database inside this, and this retry writes and all I am removing for now. And same we need to do it for output. So the sample training is one collection database here. So this is the sample training, and I'm going to read this collection. Okay, say routes. So here I'm specifying collection routes. Okay, and this code. So we have run this code. Don't forget to close the connection, which is very important, where we have just printed the data frame, and we've also printed the schema to check the program has executed. Let's see the output. So here we see the data has been loaded, and these are the data. So it is only showing the top 20, and this is the schema that it is loaded. Let's verify with the collection. Yeah, you see the airline column, airline, airplane, code share, stop, destination airport, and source airport. So this is the exact data that is being read from here. One more thing I'll show in the network access. Here we need to, if your connection is not happening, you need to like add the IP. So I've added all connectivity, and then you can also add your personal IP so that it gets connected. So sometimes you may get timeout error. So this is one solution where you can add your IPs, and then your code should run. Thank you friends for watching this session. This is only now reading the database. I'll create one more session for writing to the database in another session. So if you like the video, please hit the like button. Thank you for watching till the end. See you in the next session.